Okay, let me start. So, hope the screen is visible to you, and we are starting with the unit number 3 today. So, write down. Today is 1 10 21. Start. Unit 3. Right, unit 3. Stat. Statistics and probability. Okay, written. Below that, write down. The topic consists of what, right? 3.1 statistics stat. Okay, inside that, right, different parts in the stat are mean, central tendency, and standard deviation. B part, moment, skewness, and kurtosis. C part, correlation and regression. Correlation and regression. Right? 3.2. Second part, probability. Okay. Inside probability, write A part, examples. Examples on probability, the concept of probability that is already known to you. Okay. Then next is binomial distribution. Next is Poisson's distribution. Next is normal distribution. And last is, this is notation for chi, K-A-Y, chi. Chi-square distribution. Chi-square distribution. Okay. Right, next. Give me 1 minute only. Hope you might have written it very well. These are the different topics. Below that, we want to write yes, course outcome. Right? Course outcome. C 202.3. Write with me. C 202.3. Apply statistical methods. Apply statistical methods like correlation, regression, and probability theory in where data analysis and prediction. in civil engineering. BT level 4. BT level 4. Huh? BT levels are, hope you remember what the BT levels are. One is remember, just you have to remember the concept. Then understand, you have to understand the concept. Then you have to apply whatever concept you have studied. Next is analyze. Analyze the given data. Next is evaluate. Okay, these are the levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is the sixth level, the highest level? Create something new. So we are at this level. Analyze. Hope you are getting it. Next, right? Next, on the next page, let me change the page. On the next page, right? CO, PO, mapping. So whatever CO we defined on previous page, na, that is mapped to PO1. Okay, three levels are there. One is the lowest level and three is the highest level. Okay, so it is mapped PO1 at the level 3, PO2 at the level 3, PO9 at the level 1, PO10 at the level 1, and PO12 at the level 1. This is about how we are using the engineering knowledge. Okay. This is about analysis part. Okay, this is about the uh, group and individual activity. Whether you are able to work in a group or not, whether you are able to work independently or not, that will be specified by PO9. PO10 corresponds to communication. And whenever we are saying communication, it is two type of communication. Oral communication, say seminars are conducted and it is checked whether you are able to communicate your ideas orally or not. And written communication through the tutorials. And this is lifelong learning. Whether at the end something takeaways are there or not from the stat and probability, that we have to check takeaways. Okay, then next, hope you might have written all these things. Next is written reference. Reference, right? One, advanced engineering maths by Erwin Kresick. Advanced Engineering Mathematics by Erwin Kresick. A good book to be referred. It includes not only examples, it is having different projects are there. Then right, Erwin Kresick book is good. Then right, second, NPTEL video by Jitendra Kumar, and few videos I am going to share on the Google Classroom also. I share them on the Google Classroom also. Hope all these things are sufficient. Let me start with the statistics part. Yes, Radha. Radha. Statistics deals with. I'm audible.
Sure.
Yes, Radha. Collection, representation, and after representation, what we have to do? We have to find some conclusions from there and interpretation. Data. Okay. First, we have to collect the data. National Statistical Organization might be known to you. It is responsible to collect data which are required for the government functioning. For example, census. Census, you understand ना? जो जनगणना करते हैं वो समझते हैं ना आप? Okay, so that is done by NSO. So NSO is responsible for that. So Radha. Census 2011. Okay, now I think census 2021 work will also start soon. So the data will be collected, and if you are reading the newspaper, you might be know that caste-wise data is to be collected. This is the demand from many of the opposition parties, and yet government has not taken any decision. Okay, so you might know the corresponding contemporary things also. Okay, so census 2011. Then some surveys are taken, exit poll. So in this way, the data is collected. Right. Then data is to be represented. So collection is actually not our part. Huh? Then we have to represent the data in a such a form that we'll able to find some conclusion from there. Okay. We should able to understand the data. Okay. So representation is very important. So now we'll concentrate on how we can represent the given data. Okay. And for that we'll go through 2-3 examples and we'll understand the different ways to represent the data. Yes, Radha? Representation of the data. Representation of data. Okay, there are 3 methods. There are 3 methods to represent the data. Please you complete that. Right, one, discrete data representation. Discrete data representation. Okay, so right. For example, marks of 10 students in a maths viva. Okay, so marks out of say 10. So on the next page I'll write the marks. Let me change the page. So see, understand? So they are written like this. Say I'm writing marks roll number wise. So I'm not mentioning roll number, just I'm writing the marks. Roll number 1 got 7 marks. Roll number 2 got say 10 marks. Roll number say 3 got 5 marks, 6 marks, 8 marks, 3 marks, 0 marks. Yes, 0 is also possible. Then say 3 marks, 4, say 6. How many students are there? Yes, these are the 10 students. So see, at this moment it is very difficult to find any conclusion from here. Okay, so what we'll do now, we'll try to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. Okay, so arranging marks in ascending order. Okay, so 0 is the least marks. Then no student got 2 marks. 2 student got 3 marks. Okay, let me mark them. Then 4, 1 student got 4 marks. 1 student got 5 marks. 2 student got 6 marks. Then 7, yes, 1 student. 8 is also there. 9 is not there. 10. And then we'll give them some parameter. Okay, so let me consider that, say x1, x2, x3, x4, up to what the last one will be, x10. Okay, so let me generalize this. How the discrete data is represented? Discrete data is written in this way: x1, x2, up to xn. Okay, what the n is? N is number of what? Students, or number of, if you want to generalize, number of observations. N is the number of observations, and the discrete data is x1, x2, x3 up to xn. Understood? Clear? Got it? Next now. Is that you have decided that you will not speak? ऐसा कुछ है क्या? I am audible?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, अरे कुछ डिसाइड किया है क्या कि हम बोलेंगे नहीं, कुछ भी हो जाए? Is it that you have decided you will not speak?
No, sir.
आप आजकल बोल ही नहीं रहे. कुछ ऐसे लग रहा है कि कुछ सदमे में है. सदमे में हम होने चाहिए. एमबीए कमेटी आने वाली है. आप क्यों सदमे में हो? है ना? So speak out. Else I have to call the roll numbers. Ungroove. Right, ungrouped frequency distribution. So, right, for example, number of COVID vaccines or dose taken by 20 peoples of a colony are. हाँ, तो हम what we are writing now, say person number 1, okay, how many COVID doses he have taken. Okay, so say person 1, he is not interested in this COVID dose, or say he is not afraid of the pandemic situation and he has not taken any dose. 0. Person 2 has taken 1 dose, then 2. Person number 3, and now so on. Huh? So I'm writing number of doses. So 1, 1, 2, 0, 1. For example, again, this is for example. You can write your numbers, but it should be maximum 2 and minimum 0. Yes. But now see, it is difficult to find any information from here. So we want to represent in a particular form. Okay, so how we can represent it? Like this. Number of doses. Okay, number of peoples. Getting everyone? Right? So how many doses are there? 0, 1 or 2. Only 3 options are there. And no doubt, number of people who took no any dose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, number of people who took 2 doses. Huh? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remaining 11 peoples, they might have taken the single dose. Now see, from here it is possible to find some conclusion. Huh? So I can say that 4 peoples are there who has not taken any dose. There are 5 peoples, those who took the all 2 doses, and if required we can find percentage also. Okay, this is out of 20. So I can say that 20% people have not taken any dose, 25% people have taken 2 doses, and remaining 55% people they have taken single dose. Okay, this type of conclusions are possible. So this number of doses, that is to be denoted by xi, and number of peoples is the frequency. And if we sum all the peoples, all the fi, that is equal to 20. So what is summation of fi? That is 20. And what is 20 in this case? Whenever we are considering statistics, number of observations. So you might have understood difference here. Here, in case of discrete data, n is the number of observations, whereas in case of frequency distribution, summation of fi is the number of observations. Hope this is clear. Okay, let me write the third way. Now let me take the example of COVID again, but in a different way. So next page. So write down third, grouped frequency distribution. For example, age of, now we are writing age of a person in a sample of 30%. You can take 20 also, who took both COVID vaccines. Okay. For our example, for simplification, we are taking minimum age 20. Actually, it is 18, but let me take it as 20, and maximum 100. Okay. So I'll take first person. Okay. So I have 30 persons who has taken both the COVID vaccines. Huh? Dose 1 as well as second one also. Okay, and I am write his age. Okay, so person 1 whose age is 25, he took both the COVID vaccines. Second person whose age is 79. Okay, then third person whose age is 46. Fourth whose age is, I'm writing age, huh? I'm writing age, understand? So next is say 63. Okay, then 48, then say 35, then say 49, okay, then 52, then say 60, 99, possible? Yes, possible. Okay, then say 72. Okay, these are the 10 persons. I had to write 20 more. So just go on writing few numbers. Say 30, 20 is also possible. Say 48, say 68. You write any number, there is no problem. Huh? 50, 65, 23, 26, 35, 50, then 28, then say 37, 41, 40, say 55, 83, 89, say Ajaje, then 61, 70, and say 100. Okay. Now, suppose I arrange them in ascending order or descending order. Here, for example, I have taken 30 persons only. So if I take, say, a population of a village, say 2000, age of 2000 people who has taken both the COVID vaccines, then it is difficult to find any conclusion, and writing them in ascending order will not give any interpretation from there. Huh? So it is, in fact, it is difficult to arrange them, and we cannot find any conclusion. Say 10 crores people we want to arrange in ascending order. So it is difficult to find any conclusion. Now, second way is I have to write the age. Okay. And then I write number of peoples. Number of peoples. So say I started with the 20. Number of peoples having age 20 who took both the vaccines. Say it is 1. Then I'll take 21, 22, and then I have to write up to 100. So how many elements will be there? 81. And then it will be very difficult to find conclusion from this 81 rows. Getting na? Getting everyone? Therefore, instead of doing it in this way, and again we are considering 30 peoples only, 30 persons only. We may consider 3,000 peoples, 3 lakhs peoples. And if we write them in this way, and if we try to find any conclusion, it is very difficult to find any conclusion. Huh? Therefore, what we'll do now, we'll make the groups. Okay, age. So I'll take a group. So how I will take the groups? I'll do in this way. The peoples having age 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, okay, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and then last 90 to 100. Now it should be clear what is meaning of 20 to 30. 20 to 30 means 20 is included, okay, but 30 is not included. So we don't have to consider 30 in the first group. We have to consider 30 in the second group. Hope everyone is getting this. Right. 40 is included in the next, 40 to 50, 40 is included, but 50 is not included. And so on now. Only in case of last, here 80 is included, 90 is not included. In case of last only, we have to include both 90 as well as 100. There is change in last one. And then, so age is to be written here. And then I write number of peoples. Number of persons, number of peoples. Okay, so 20 to 30. So see, where is the 20? You can find it 20, 23 is also included, 26 is also included, 3, 4, 4. Okay, then 30 to 40. Acha, this one is also remaining, 5. 30, so 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. 40 to 50. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, then 50 to 60. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Hope everyone is reading this. 60. So 6, 1, 2, 3. 70 to 80. 7, 1, 2, 3. I think this I forget. 65 to be written here. Okay, then 80 to 90. 80 to 90. No one is there. 1, 2, and then remaining 1, 2. And then if we add all this, that will be the number of peoples. And I think that will be 30. Then cross check it. So this is Fi. Okay, now we have to find Xi. Now I cannot say 20 or 30 as Xi. Huh? So Xi is what? Midpoint. Whose midpoint? Midpoint of this interval. So 20 to 30. Then addition is 50 divided by 2. So 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. Getting everyone? So this is the mid age. So again, in statistics, there is always approximation. So I'll say in this way. See, I think I'm audible to you. I'll say that there are 5 peoples. I'm saying about the first statement. 5 peoples whose age is between 20 to 30 who took both the vaccines. Or I will say the average age of peoples whose age is 25 has taken 2 doses is 5. Okay, and so on. So again, in this case also summation of Fi, that is number of observation. So conclusion is, so when if you understood everything, if not, it is like this conclusion. I'll write the conclusion and we'll go through the next part. Discrete data is there. Conclusion is this, okay? And how the discrete data is represented? X1, X2, X3 up to Xn. What the n is? Number of observations. This is conclusion, okay? And next data is frequency distribution. Okay, now what is given here? Here X and F is given. X is X1, X2, up to what last one is Xn. F1, F2, Fn. Okay, and here summation of Fi, huh? Number of observation. This is the conclusion. So two types of data are there. Discrete data and frequency distribution. Frequency distribution include both grouped as well as ungrouped frequency distribution. Okay. Hope you might have written this. Then right now we are starting with the first part of topic, central tendency. Give me 1 minute. Give me a break of 1 minute. Central tendency. Just 1 minute. Hello, I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, definition. What is represented by data by and large is known as central tendency. Right. Methods to find central tendency are right. One, arithmetic mean. Okay. Anyone know what are the different ways to find the central tendency? Yes. Anyone? Any other way? Any other method known to you? You might have studied it somewhere in the
Median.
stat. Median. Very good. Next. Five ways are there.
Metric mean.
Absolutely. Anything else remaining?
Harmonic.
Absolutely. One is remaining. One is remaining.
Mode.
Absolutely. Mode. Very good. So see what we have to do. In our syllabus, there is only arithmetic mean. So one step ahead we have to go. So what you have to do, this question will be there as a homework as well as it will be there in assignment also, tutorial assignment. So you have to compare these five methods of finding central tendency and you have to decide which one is best. Okay, and it depends upon the what type of data is given. Okay, so that is homework. Okay, please go through it and try to find the answer. Okay, you can Google it or you can go through the reference book. So let me start with the arithmetic mean. So one, arithmetic mean. So write down, it is denoted by anyone x bar. Okay, now we are writing formula. Run down discrete data. How the discrete data is given? X1, X2 up to Xn. Then what is arithmetic mean? X bar equal to, I think everyone know this. This is very simple way. X2 up to Xn divided by number of observations n. So in short we can write like this. Summation of Xi divided by n. That's it. So usually we'll avoid to write from where from the I is. So I equal to 1 to n. You understand it yourself. Summation of xi divided by n. Then B frequency distribution. So what will be given here? X1 corresponding F1, X2 F2, Xn Fn. This will be given to us. Yes, anyone? What will be the formula? X bar arithmetic mean x1 f1 x2 f2 and so on up to xn fn. divided by F1, F2, Fm. This is the formula to find x bar. Right, for example, yes, find arithmetic mean of these. How many observations? 6. Yes. What the answer is? Anyone? Simple example. Again, all these are warm-up examples.
6.5.
6.5. Okay. Great. Chalo. Next. Find mean marks of a class in Maths 3. This is provided to us. Marks out of 50. Can anyone predict what may be the mean marks? Mean marks, you understand, na? Average marks. What will be the average marks? Can anyone predict at this moment? Yes. Acha, let me give you the options. Yes, which may be the correct option. Huh? Not exact. I'm saying mean marks will be near to what? A, B, C, or D. Anyone?
23.
Very good. So we'll try whether we'll check whether it is correct or not. Okay, chalo, we'll solve. So for that table is required. Okay. So right given data is, so table is required. So marks, number of students, then we want midpoint, and then their multiplication. We'll do it one by one. So marks 0 to 10, 10 to 20, number of students, that is Fi frequency. 3, 11, 25, 12, 7. Midpoint, that will be xi. Whose midpoint? Midpoint of these intervals. 0 to 10, 5. Midpoint, I think everyone know. Add the two numbers and divide it by 2. 15, 25, then 35, 45. Then write Fi into xi. Please do that yourself. If I am wrong anywhere, let me know. Sum is required. This is not required. Summation of Fi is required. Summation of Fi xi is required. Yes. Find the sum. Use Calci for that. Keep Calci with you every time. Is it 58?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about summation of Fi xi?
1540.
1,
540.
1540. Please check this. Okay. Now write down mean marks are arithmetic mean x bar equal to summation of Fi xi divided by summation of Fi. So average of all the marks is sum of all the marks is, sorry, and number of students are 58 in a class. Yes, how much is this?
26.55.
26.55.
26.55.
55.
Okay, so it is near to the 20. Okay, great. Hope you might have understood the concept.
Yes,
So
sir.
average marks of the class is 26.55. You consider 27. Okay, great. Okay, let me ask you one more question. I'll go to the next page. Huh? So, say we have three players, huh? And there is a 20-20 match, and we want to select one of the player. Uh, can you give me name of a few players from our Indian cricket team? Virat Kohli is known to me. Who else is there in our Indian team? Rahul is
Just,
there, na? Huh?
Rohit
just
Sharma.
Preet.
Kaun?
Just Preet.
Rohit Sharma.
Bumrah.
Yes, sir.
Bumrah. Okay.
हार्दिक पांड्या सर.
Pandya.
India,
Pandya's spelling है Pandya. Okay.
Sir,
These are the
page
two
19.
players. ठीक है, चलो, no problem. And I am writing their runs in a T20 match.
page.
Oh, sorry. So I have to write it once again. Okay, no problem. T20 match, and I have two players, Bumrah and Pandya. Okay, and I want to. So our class is given the task to select one of these player. Okay, depending upon not their name, depending upon the their runs in last 5 matches, previous 5 matches, huh? So say these are the previous 5 matches and their runs in T20, they are like this. Bumrah made say, for example again, huh? So ज़्यादा दिल पे नहीं लेना है, ठीक है. So say 30. No doubt in this way it is not possible, but let me consider it in this way. Right? These are the runs made by Bumrah. Whereas runs made by Pandya, they are, say, 1 minute, 40, 55, 40, 45, and 50. Yes. So the best way is to find the average. And if you try to find average in both the case, in case of Bumrah as well as in case of Pandya, it will be same, 40 only. You can cross check it. Okay, average in both the case it's same only, 40 only. So now what we'll do now, we'll find the difference between the average and this xi. So I'm finding this now, xi minus x bar, right? And we'll understand what this concept is, right? So 20 minus 40, and I'm taking its modulus value. Okay, I'll take the positive value. So 40 and 20, what the difference is? 20. Here difference is of 10. Here difference is of 0. Here difference is of 10. And here difference is of 20. Clear? Getting what I am doing? I am finding the difference between particular runs in a particular match and average. And it is 20, 10 and so on. Okay. So let me add them. That is 60. Right? Whereas in case of Pandya, it is 10, 5, 40 minus 30 like this, and I'm taking positive value 0, then 5, 10. So in this case it is 30, right? Now? So which player is better? Pandya is better player. Why Pandya is better player? Since he is more consistent. Again, see, whenever stat is there, na, always there is comparison between two or more things. So here we are comparing the this is known as scattering. ये जो हम फाइंड कर रहे हैं ना उसको बोलते हैं स्कैटरिंग. उसको बोलते हैं डेविएशन. उसको बोलते हैं डिस्पर्शन. Getting everyone. So in case of Pandya and Bumrah, Pandya is having less scattering, right? The addition is 30, whereas in case of Bumrah it is more. So who is more consistent? No doubt Pandya is more consistent. So who is to be selected? Statistically Pandya is to be selected. Okay, but say I have one more player, Virat, and his runs in last 5 matches they are like this. Say they are, which is not possible, but say they are like this. Now what is the average? 40. And if I try to find the difference, xi minus x bar, what the difference is? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is the ideal player, which is again not possible. So if I have to select one player from these 3 players, no doubt I'll select the Virat Kohli. Clear? So this is deviation or scattering or dispersion from where? From x bar, from the mean, and that's a very important concept. That is known as dispersion. Okay, so now we have to study dispersion. Understood why it is required to study the dispersion? To check whether whatever arithmetic mean we obtain is good or not. Okay, so dispersion. Right, the deviation scattering dispersion from mean is known as dispersion. Okay, just you remember that deviation from the mean is known as a dispersion, right? two methods. There are two methods to find this dispersion. Right? One, mean deviation, and second is standard deviation. Mean deviation and standard deviation. We'll go through the first part. Right? Mean deviation. Let me change the page. Since we have sufficient time, I'm taking more time to tell all this concept. Usually, we used to complete all these things up to the standard deviation in single lecture only. But fortunately, we have sufficient time. So, I'm spending more time so that your interest will develop. So, right. One, mean deviation. Should be A. Right, mean deviation. Right. Discrete data, we are writing formula directly. Discrete data. So how discrete data is given? X2, X3 up to Xn. And mean deviation is given by summation of xi minus x bar that we obtained before some time. But remember that is to be divided by number of observations. Okay, then frequency distribution. We know what the frequency distribution is. What is formula of mean deviation? Can anyone predict what will be the formula of mean deviation for the frequency distribution? कोई बता सकता है? कोई predict कर सकता है? Summation of. अच्छा, can anyone decide what the denominator will be? Number of observations. What is number of observation in case of frequency distribution? Summation of Fi. Okay. Now what will be there in numerator? Fi. Xi minus X bar. Very simple. Okay. Now write down. B part. Standard. We'll solve few examples of this type. Not so much important. Since the concept of deviation is developed through the mean deviation, but nowadays nowhere the mean deviation is used. Everywhere standard deviation is used. Why? We'll understand. Standard deviation. Okay. The defect of the defect of considering positive number, though it is positive or negative due to mod of xi minus x bar is removed in standard deviation. So in mean deviation, what we are doing, whether xi minus x bar is positive or negative, we are considering it as positive since we are considering modulus value. That is to be removed. So what is to be done when a negative number is converted into positive number? For that we have to square it. Okay, so now we are squaring it. Okay, so see, now understand. Discrete data. Remember how to remember the formula. Understand, sorry, how to remember the formula. So what I'll do now, xi minus x bar, right? I'll square it, right? Divided by n. I'm not squaring, I'm keeping as it is. But since we have squared, what we have to do? We have to find the square root. That's it. This is the formula. Getting everyone? Write it. Xi minus x bar square divided by n. This is the formula of standard deviation, and it is denoted by sigma. Sigma is the notation. Okay, you can write this inside. Sigma. Right now we have to simplify this. Let me simplify it. I forget. What I forget? Summation. I forget summation. Please. So summation of, let me square it. So a minus b square, xi square minus 2xi into x bar plus x bar square divided by n. Right? Let me simplify this. I'll do it on the next page. So a few mathematical things that you have to understand. Okay, let me change the page. See now how I am simplifying it. So sigma equal to square root of summation of first term xi square divided by n minus summation of 2xi x bar. I'll not repeat these things afterwards, so try to understand it, plus summation of x bar square divided by n. Okay, now understand here x bar का है, x bar एक ही रहेगा ना, चेंज होगा क्यों? नहीं होगा ना. x bar is constant for a particular data. X bar is a constant, so I'll take it outside the summation. So summation xi square divided by n, no change, minus I'll take 2 and x bar outside. So what is remaining now? Summation of xi divided by n, isn't it? Plus I'll take x bar square outside. Now what is remaining? Summation only. But how many times I have to take summation? N times. Summation of 1 n times. That will become n. Okay, but what is x bar? Summation of xi divided by n. Okay, let me use that. So summation of xi square divided by n minus 2x bar. This whole term is equal to x bar, right? Plus x bar square. Summation of 1 n times is n divided by n. This will cancel. And then summation of xi square divided by n minus 2x bar square plus x bar square. Okay, that is summation of xi square divided by n minus x bar square, addition of these two. Okay, that is final formula. Summation of xi square divided by n minus summation of xi divided by n whole square. This is the formula of sigma, which is to be used while solving the examples. If you understood derivation, well and good. If not, you remember the formula. That will be more than
Yes,
sufficient.
sir.
Okay, great. If you understood, well and good. If not, there is no any problem. Okay, let me continue. So we have written formula for the discrete data only of the standard deviation. Now let me write the formula for काय म्हणतात त्याला? Frequency distribution. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so change the page. We're done. Next. Frequency distribution. So sigma equal to, the original formula is like this: square root of summation of f xi minus x bar square should be fi, summation of fi. Everything is inside the square root. After simplification, now I'm not writing all the steps. Please do it yourself. Summation of fi xi square, only x square, divided by summation of fi minus x bar square. That is, this is what you have to remember. Summation of fi xi square divided by summation of fi minus, what is formula of x bar? Summation of fi xi divided by summation of fi whole square. Getting everyone? Right? These are the formulas to find the standard deviation. Okay. One more concept, and very important concept. Variance. Variance. Okay. Written? Written. Square of standard deviation is known as variance. It is denoted by V. Okay, so what is V? Sigma square. Square of the standard deviation. Very simple concept. Okay, next. Coefficient of variation. It is different from variance. It is not coefficient of variance, huh? Variation. Variation means how much variation is there, how much difference is there. Getting ना? आ रहा है ना सबको समझ में? ठीक है? So right up. So right, coefficient equal to sigma standard deviation divided by arithmetic mean into 100. So what is meaning of this? We'll understand through the example. Okay. Can we have a lecture tomorrow also? कल
Yes.
लेक्चर ले सकते हैं?
Yes, sir.
I'll try
Yes,
to
sir.
take lecture at 10, but depends upon time. अरे ले सकते क्या?
Yes, sir.
Sir, page दाखव ना.
Oh, just a minute. कल लेक्चर ले सकते हैं? I want to take few examples of this, and then I want to start with the moments. या आज example खत्म करें? Your time, if you have time, I can continue and we can go through the examples. Yes.
Tomorrow. Sir, tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning at 10. If any change is there, I'll let you know. Huh? So let me take the attendance. Let me download it, and from there I'll mark it. Here it is not downloaded. Yes, done. Yes, you can leave. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Okay, bye. अरे एका सारखं त्रास